We're moving.
After 3 years of living in this lovely, beautiful apartment that you've gotten to know on our channel, we are moving to a new apartment.
We're staying in the same city of Orense in Galicia. We're just upgrading our life a little bit.
Hopefully upgrading.
We're going to share with you why we decided to move, how we found our new apartment, and pull back the curtain a little bit and show you a bit of our moving process.
Choosing an apartment in Spain is a really big decision, so we want to share some of the lessons that we've learned over the past 3 years. I'm Shawn.
And I'm Lainey.
And this is Days We Spent in a New Apartment.
So why are we moving? This apartment has been great. Honestly, we scored big time with our amazing landlord. She's never raised our rent in the 3 years we've been here.
Really comfy couch. We love the pellet stove. There's a tiny balcony and the location is amazing. But we've outgrown this space. Our apartment's, I think, 64 or 67 square meters. It's a duplex, which means some of that listed square footage is kind of unused. We have this like funky little crawl space that we don't use because it's crammed with a bunch of stuff.
We just use it for storage because the included storage unit in the basement is just so moldy and musty and stank down there, and we can't do anything about it, so we can't use it.
This is also an older apartment in Casco Viejo in Old Town. So it's got a lot of like funky angles, like nothing is a right angle, which is like charming, but it's not. Like we can't move this big, beautiful couch anywhere else because there just isn't anywhere else in the room that would handle it.
So because everything's at a weird angle, you're always walking around furniture to get to anything, which means I whack into that furniture all the time. It's just very unusable for people who like make videos in our apartment. We just find ourselves like in a Jenga situation constantly.
Jenga is the right word. So we love filming in our living room. We have natural light coming in. We've got this background that you've grown to love. We have to clean the living room like really well every time we film, which is fine. We should clean our house, but that means like we have to move a bunch of tables, we have to move chairs every time we film, which is not the most fun. We also like to cook a lot, and the kitchen, while functional, is not as big as we both would like.
It doesn't have an oven, and we don't have the ability to have a microwave because the electrical work in the kitchen doesn't work very well. If we have the stove fan on, our water heater turns off.
Every time we're cooking, the hot water goes off. And then when we stop using the hood, it like kicks back on and you hear it heating up. It's not the best. We love our apartment and we're not trying to pick on it, but we've been here for almost 3 years and we've learned about what we want. And that includes a space for filming, a place where we can hopefully edit without hitting our heads. We're in an attic unit, so it's a sloped ceiling where we edit our videos. Lainey hits her head in there. I hit my head in the kitchen because I'm too tall for the cabinets. So when they open out, I whack my head.
Yeah. And while we love having 2 bedrooms, 2 bathrooms, the 2 bathrooms are very small. So like the one that I often use upstairs is so small that I can't really get out of the shower without touching the toilet, or even like sit on the toilet without like my knees basically touching the wall. So it'll be nice to not live in like a cruise ship style bathroom.
That's a good way to put it. When we first moved into our unit 3 years ago, the building was almost all long-term renters, people who lived here and just rented an apartment. But Orense has changed much like the rest of Spain.
There's 7 units in the building and now 4 of them are Airbnbs, and they added a keypad to our building, and we don't feel very comfortable with like a keypad in front of our building.
It changes the vibe of the building because there's just Airbnbers coming through all the time. So we are looking for something that's much more residential, and I think we found that in our new place.
Oh, and of course, you've heard us complain about the heat, and this apartment in summer is unbearable. Like we have to put ice packs under our computers so they don't overheat. And we just, every summer we've said, that's it, we're leaving, and then we haven't. And so finally, after a year of passively searching, we found a place. So let's talk about how did we find our new place.
So we've talked about how we found this current apartment when we first moved here. There's a whole video about that experience, and not a lot has changed. It's still a little bit difficult to rent an apartment in Spain when you're on a non-lucrative visa because the landlords, and more importantly, landlord's renter's insurance requires proof of income.
And when we say proof of income, it's typically Spanish income. So this is a problem you'll probably still have on a digital nomad visa, because what happens is the landlords want to have renter's insurance. And oftentimes renter's insurance, you're only qualifiable if your tenants have a Spanish paycheck.
Renters laws here in Spain are very tipped in favor of the renter. so it's difficult to evict people. That's a whole other conversation. It basically means it's been a little bit difficult for us to get landlords and their insurance companies to want to work with us. We've looked at a few places that we actually did want to move to, and for whatever reason, because of this renter's insurance, they just literally weren't able to accept us, even if the landlord wanted to work with us. We even showed our bank statements, but if they say no, they say no. It's just part of the process.
So we always troll the Idealista website. I saw the listing for the new apartment. It had been put online like maybe the day before or the day of, and I noticed it was listed from our same inmobiliaria that rented us this place. And so I said, okay, we have a foot in the door. Let's contact our real estate agent right away directly and ask if she can show us this new place. Shawn texted her on WhatsApp and she said, hey, you want to see it today? And we went, okay.
So
that was fast.
So one of the lessons we've learned is if you find something that you like, you do typically have to move pretty fast, especially in bigger cities. Even in Orense, there hasn't been a lot on the market over the last year.
It's very competitive here.
And the prices have been going up. So when we saw something we liked, we jumped on it. We used our contacts. We used our connections. Make a connection. Go into the inmobiliarias in person. Meet someone. Get their name. Get their phone number. That way, when you find something, you can reach out to them and ask them to kind of work with you personally. It's the only way that we found an apartment is this like one woman who is like, yeah, I got you.
She's our champion. Thank you. So we saw the place and we liked it.
We didn't look that hard, to be completely honest. We were realizing that today. We're like, we looked at it, but we didn't like kick the tires.
We didn't like turn on the water faucet.
I turned on some faucets.
Oh, I did not.
It's about twice as big as our current apartment. 4 bedrooms. It's like 120 square meters. It's got a big kitchen. It's got an oven. It ticked enough boxes for us to say, hey, it's a little bit more expensive, but it's worth it.
So we saw the place, and the next morning we texted our realtor and we said, hey, we'd like to put an offer in. So she said, okay, can you send me your updated bank statements and different financial information? We also had all of our cover letters from our banks that we used from our non-lucrative visa renewal. Our real estate agent advocated for us, and about 2 weeks later, we found out, she said, yeah, they accepted you.
We came into the inmobiliaria in person and we put down a 1-month deposit to secure the property. It's always in cash. We did this last time. They basically hold on to this money and takes the listing offline. In a couple days from now, we are going to go back to the inmobiliaria, meet our new landlord, sign the lease, and get the keys. The minute you finish signing the papers, the apartment's yours. So they delay that until you're actually ready to move in. Luckily, we negotiated that our rent payments would start in November, but we're going to get the keys in October so that we have a little bit of flexibility and time to move our stuff over.
Our new landlord suggested that date.
That was nice. So there's flexibility there if you want to make sure that you negotiate that. Don't just agree. They wanted us to pay for all of October, even though we wouldn't be able to move in until mid-month. And I said no. So there is flexibility there.
And then we texted our current landlord and we let her know that we were going to be moving out. And she let us move out on November 1st, essentially. And so that we're not paying double rent for part of that month.
Yeah, she's been nothing but amazing. We really, really loved living here. I feel like we've been spoiled with an awesome landlord. I hope our new landlord is neutral or good.
So we're really excited to move, but we're also really nervous because we don't know this new landlord. We know we got so lucky with our current landlord.
She like texts me smiley faces when I pay the rent. It's awesome.
And we don't know what the new place is going to be like in terms of cost of utilities. Is it going to be a hot place, a cold place? We really don't have much experience. It's also going to be very expensive to furnish our apartment. And that'll be a whole separate video itself. We're planning to make a video about unfurnished versus furnished apartments. And when that's ready, you can click on it there, or it's also in the description. So our current rent for this 2-bedroom, 2-bathroom is 600, and we will be paying 800 euros for a 4-bedroom, 3-bathroom place. And if we want the parking spot, it's an extra 50 euros a month. So in the future, when we eventually do our driver's license test and maybe get a car, then we'll want that parking spot.
Both rents include community fees, and I think our new apartment includes city gas for heat.
We'll share all more about our expenses in our end of the year expenses wrap-up video that we release in January. You'll get to see a little bit in real time what the first few months cost. But we're really excited to change it up here. We love living in Orense. We just felt like we outgrew this place, and it's time to do something different that's that scares us a little bit and share it with all of you guys so you can get some more information and we can have a fun adventure.
It's important to keep renewing yourself as you live abroad. We're trying new things. We're trying new videos. We definitely are ready to leave this apartment as much as we love it. It doesn't suit what we're doing anymore. And I'm glad that we made the decision, even if this turns out to be a nightmare and we make a video that's like, why did we
What a
leave?
mistake.
We're moving forward with our lives here in Spain and it feels really good, really exciting. I'll remember I said that when we're buying a couch, but say goodbye to this background. Say hello to a new chapter of Days We Spend as we spend our days in our new apartment.
Let's start packing. Come on, come on.
We still love Odense, but it's a new apartment for us.
Let's go get our keys. We're gonna go sign our lease and pay all of our deposits.
It fits. Uh-oh. Wait, there it is.
There you go.
Living room,
So big.
vestibule, kitchen, outdoor space, pantry, other bathroom, laundry room, surf shower. This is such a big kitchen. Bathroom, more house, office space.
I didn't think this through when I was trying to clean out the crawl space. Some of this is ours and some of this is our landlord's, and I'm kind of trapped. I mean, I have like a blanket on my lap.
You look like a little kid building a fort. We're in packing mode right now. We leave in a couple days. We are finding out what's ours, finding out what's not ours, and then packing what we can. Because this that you're seeing right now is about 9% of our stuff.
A lot of this is not ours, though.
You look good, baby.
Empty, bunch of stuff in there.
We have so much stuff. There's no way it's fitting in one van load. And also, how did we accumulate this much stuff in the 3 years we've been here? We have no idea. We have so many things.
Today's the day. It is moving day. We've tried to pack everything as best we can, but it's kind of hard to pack things when half the stuff in here is not ours. So it looks like a bigger mess than it is. We have some friends coming to help us out, and we're gonna get all these big items, mattress, some of these smaller furniture items. But like the couch is not ours, the table's not ours. So it's really just like bed stuff and kitchen stuff and our desk. Okay, office stuff. Okay, that's a lot. It's gonna be a long day. So we've done 2 loads and we have 1 more load to do in the van. It's kind of a small van. It was supposed to be a bigger one, but that's just what it is. So now we have just a little bit more left. Just a little bit more. Almost done. Our friends are being amazing and we all realize we're too old for this. We should get movers.
Ready to go backwards. How many steps do I have?
You have one more now.
1 more. This is what it looks like. And you have too much stuff. How did we accumulate this much? I don't know. Oh my gosh. So we moved on Monday. Today's Wednesday and we're making progress. Still a lot of boxes and things everywhere. Some of the rooms are just a complete mess. We're figuring out where things go. We got our office like kind of set up. We still don't have a couch or a bed frame, but we'll get there. Tonight might be the first night we can cook in our kitchen. We'll see, but it's a huge kitchen. And we still have to assemble this thing, which our friends gave to us. It's an old armoire.
Lainey's using old photos of our place from when we moved in
That was the bedroom.
to be like, okay, it has to look like this. We had a rug in here?
Yeah, it's downstairs.
Putting the room back the way we had it.
We had to take all of our bed slats off because we had to make our own like makeshift bed frame when we put our bigger mattress on.
So we're gonna take this mattress that's in there. Since we bought a new one, it's been living there for a year. We're gonna bring that into the bed. I'll get it.
Oh, you know, it'll be easier if we move this.
How you feeling? We're almost done.
Double checking that we have everything the way it was. I feel a little bad that some things got a little musty down in the basement, but we wiped off most of the mold off things and cleaned it. It is amazing how many things we moved to customize this space versus how it was as what we think was an Airbnb. We're gonna miss this place. I think mostly we'll miss this couch. We'll miss our location. I definitely understand why we rented it in the first place. It's too bad it's just a little too small for the next stage in our Spain lives.
Woo.
So the keys are returned and our landlady, she walked through it with us. She brought her mom and her daughter with her and she just looked at everything, made sure everything was, not wrecked or super damaged, and then gave us our deposit back. Even though we had some wear and tear on the place, she said it was all okay and we just have to pay our last utility bills with her. So we're good to go, and I feel a little sad leaving it. I loved that place. It was such a great place for us to start our life in Spain. And then we had to say goodbye to this neighborhood. We're going to a different neighborhood, and I love this neighborhood, and we know everyone. Like, I got my ring at the guy whose shop is downstairs from Dino, and he just fixed it for me because I caught it on the radiator cleaning the apartment. And then he gave me a ginkgo leaf, which I love ginkgo trees. So I'm getting all weepy and sad, even though I know we have like a fun adventure ahead. Right now, all I can think of is how overwhelmed I feel furnishing an unfurnished apartment. Okay, but that's for another day.